here today. It's good to be back in Denver. It's good to be back in Colorado. I have so many good friends here from all walks of life. We've got extraordinary volunteers and precinct captains, people who have been working non-stop on behalf of this campaign. I've got some additional special guests that I want to mention. First of all, one of the finest colleagues you'd ever want to have in the United States Senate, does a great job on behalf of this great state of Colorado. Please give a big round of applause to United States Senator Kim Salazar. One of the finest young governors that we've got in the country. Bill Ritter, give it up for Bill Ritter. To my great friend, one of our national campaign co-chairs, he's been with us from the start. I am so grateful to him, your former mayor, former Secretary of Transportation, Federico Vega. To some members of Congress who I am just thrilled with. First of all, soon to be senator from the great state of Colorado, Congressman Mark Udall. Congresswoman Diana DeGette. Congressman Ed Perlmutter. We've got a couple of special guest congressmen who've been traveling and campaigning on our behalf. Javier Becerra from California. And Raul Grijalva from Arizona. Finally, I want to thank your great mayor and one of our great hosts and somebody who did such an extraordinary job with our convention, Mayor John Hickenlooper. John reminds me that he's another skinny guy with a funny name. Now, before we get started, I just want to make sure, how many people have early voted? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. No point in waiting in lines if you don't have to. You know who you're going to vote for. Go to the polls. Get that mail-in ballot. Do what you need to do. If you need any information about how to vote early, then make sure to contact our office. I think it's probably CO-Obama. No? What is it? CO.Obama.com? All right, there we go. Not a dash, a dot. Anyway, they'll tell you how to do this thing. But it sounds like many of you already know. I just asked somebody standing next to me. How many people have really voted? Raise your hands. I'll keep your hands up. If you haven't early voted, find somebody next to you who's early voted and find out what you need to do. All right?
Get your butt moving.
One last point I want to make. You know, a lot of people know I took a day off this week to visit my grandma. So many of you wrote letters and sent flowers and sent well wishes. And I just want everybody to know how much it meant to her and how much it meant to me. I'm grateful to all of you for that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, Colorado, in just 9 days, you'll have the chance to elect your next president. You'll have the chance to bring the change we need to Washington. That's the good news. But we're going to have to work. We're going to have to struggle. We are going to have to fight every single one of those 9 days to move this country in a new direction. We cannot let up, and I know you will not let up because you want change in America. Because one thing we know is that change never comes without a fight. In the final days of campaigns, the say anything, do anything politics all too often takes over. We've seen it before, and we're seeing it again right now. The ugly phone calls, the misleading mail and TV ads, the careless, outrageous comments, all aimed at keeping us from working together. All aimed at stopping you from bringing about change. Well, this is is not what we need right now. Denver, the American people don't want to hear politicians attack each other. You want to hear about how we're going to attack the challenges of climate change and the challenges of the economy and the challenges of healthcare, the challenges facing middle-class families each and every day. That's what you want to hear. What we need right now is honest leadership. That's why I'm running for President of the United States of America, to tell the truth to the American people about how we can bring about the change we need. Because this is a moment of great uncertainty for America. The economic crisis we face is the worst since the Great Depression. Businesses large and small are finding it impossible to get loans, which means they can't buy new equipment or hire new workers. Some can't make payroll even for the workers that they have. We've lost more than 750,000 jobs so far this year. Wages are lower than they've been in a decade, at a time when the costs of health care and college and food and groceries are all spiraling up. It's getting harder and harder to make the mortgage, to fill up the gas tank, even keep electricity on at the end of the month. At this rate, the question isn't just, are you better off than you were 4 years ago? The question is, are you better off than you were 4 weeks ago? So what we need right now desperately is a real debate about how to fix our economy, how to help middle-class families. And that's not what we're getting from the other side. A couple of weeks ago, my opponent's campaign, he said that if we keep on talking about the economy, we're going to lose. So they said they'll be attacking me instead. That's one campaign promise that they've actually kept. John McCain has been throwing everything he's got at us, hoping something sticks. He's even called me a socialist for suggesting that we should give tax cuts to you middle-class families instead of just to the wealthy and the corporations. But the other day he took it to a whole new level. He said that it was actually me who was like George Bush. You can't make that stuff up. It would be maybe the strangest twist of a strange general election campaign. Senator McCain said that I would somehow continue the Bush economic policies, despite the fact that I've opposed them even before I got to the United States Senate. He claimed that he, John McCain, would bring about change to George Bush's economic policies. Now, that was bad enough. Then, just this morning, Senator McCain said that actually he and President Bush share a common philosophy. That's right, Coloradans. I guess that was John McCain finally giving us a little straight talk, owning up to the fact that he and George Bush actually have a whole lot in common. Well, here's the thing, though. We know what the Bush-McCain philosophy looks like. It's a philosophy that says we should give more and more to millionaires and billionaires and hope that it trickles down on everybody else. It's a philosophy that gives tax breaks to wealthy CEOs and the corporations that ship jobs overseas while hundreds of thousands of jobs are disappearing here at home. It's a philosophy that justifies spending